Okay, YouTube, it's been quite a while since we've done another video. So I think we're going to do a pour today, and we're just going to do a quick little pour here and see what becomes of it. I think it's been over a month, YouTube, since I have done anything, since I have been in my studio whatsoever at all. So it's finally fun to get back in here. Let's start with a little bit of blue. That looks like it's Persian blue. Let's do some green, which I should not be mixing these colors, but we're going to do it anyway. A little bit of green, just a little bit. Let's see, what are we going to do? Let's do a little cadmium red. Wow, this ought to make mud. A little bit of red. Put the top back on the red. Let's do a little bit of a glossy green, and this looks like hunter green. Let's see what happens here. Oh yes, we're gonna have to stir this up for sure. We have to mix up that gloss in there a little bit because it has all separated out. It's actually quite thick too. It's been sitting a while. Alright, we're not gonna put much, so that'll be good. A little bit of pretty glossy green, hunter green. Let's see, let's put a little bit of chocolate. A little bit of chocolate. We're going to have to add a decent amount of white or something to this to give it a little bit of a flow here. So there's some chocolate, of which I just dropped on the floor and made a big mess. So let me quickly throw a paper towel down there to clean up my mess. Let's see. I don't even know if I have any white actually made. Oh, yes I do. Nope, that's empty. Don't have any more. A little bit, not much. Let's see if I have any. So, whatever I have in white in there. Okay. Let's add a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Let's add a few drops. Not a lot of paint in this cup. Let's see how this is going to come out. I don't know. So let's just do a little flip cup here. We're definitely going to have to let that drain down because there wasn't a lot of paint in there to begin with. So we're going to have to let that drain down and see what happens. Get my little Q-tips here out the way. Move some of my paint over here so we don't make a mess. Oops, sorry about that, YouTube. Let's do a reveal. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. Let's let it flow for a moment. Tilt a little bit this way. Let it settle for a moment. Expand out. Let's go back this way. And as you can see, I'm just using Chloroplast, an old campaign sign in my local area. You can buy these sheets by 4 foot by 8 foot at your local Home Depot. It's just a plain white sheet. It's that corrugated plastic that you see for the campaign signs. If you don't feel like collecting them after a local election or a federal election, then you could go buy it at Home Depot. Cut it up to the size that you like. You could pre-paint them, you could gesso them, anything you like. Or you could just use old campaign signs like I do. Okay, off. Alright, let's spin it a little bit. Let's bring the paint way back down here. It's got a ton of little white cells. I'm not sure I'm too happy with them little bitty white cells. Let's bring this around a little bit. Try to help it out here a little bit. Let's go this way. I didn't start off with a lot of paint, so that's your dilemma. If you're not starting with a lot, then you've got to make it work. which is not too terrible. Let's bring it back this way and bring some of these colors back into it. Using my fingers to spread it, which I really should not be because I'm using cadmium red. I should have gloves on. I was just so excited to get back in here. I didn't put my gloves on. Big no-no, really should. Cadmium is very poisonous to humans, and we should not be playing around with it. So that is my disclaimer. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Wear gloves. Wear gloves at all times. Let's just keep draining this off a little bit. Actually, I'm really liking that green and that dark red up at the top, so let's try to magnify that a little bit, elongate it, bring it out. Let's see, bring it back a little bit, get some of those striations in there. Wish I could bring that dark red and green down a little bit. Alright, but before my first painting in over a month, I'm going to call that good.